Hey guys, how are you? Cheers. Happy Saturday. It's another beautiful Saturday here in California. Hey, cheers to that. It's so good to have you guys back for another one show live from home. My week was pretty exciting. I've got my new album back for mastering and it sounds fantastic. So the first single is actually gonna go to radio on the 20th, and and as we go along, or next week, I start a lot more about the new record. Didn't get into it too much this week yet. Yeah, I still was mainly concerned with getting everything ready, making sure it's a good release, and all the mixes sound great and all that kind of stuff. But that part is out of my hands. It's about doing artwork now. For those of you guys who don't know what mastering is after you mixed and happy with the record sounds, you send it to mastering and they do a last polish, making sure all the songs are balanced. None is louder than the other. They all have clean fades. If there's a fade on it, and the spacing from one song to the other plays well, and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes you mix in one song might have more bass than another, so they kind of level all that out so it's an even sounding album. And so that part is done, and now it's on to artwork. I can tell you the title of the album is going to be Chill It. And so we're working on working up some album cover concepts, and I worked on the album credits this week, writing all that up and typing it out. So that was what my week was like. Of course, can't forget we have a show coming up next month that I'm really excited about. We still need to sell a lot of tickets. Let me show you this video real quick. So yeah, that was my little public announcement for the show. I gotta always advertise, make sure people are coming to these shows. It's a door gig for us, so we gotta make sure we fill the room, so we can pay all the musicians and hopefully take some money home for ourselves. But hey, was a crazy week again in the United States. Best thing I think was that we successfully launched another rocket into space and sending some astronauts around the moon. I think that's exciting. It shows, the technology, the technological expertise of this country, and it's absolutely fantastic that they can do that. And so far, it worked without a hitch. Let's hope that these astronauts come home safely and have a good time, and they're planning on putting people back up on the moon in a couple of years. So I remember when I was a little boy, and that was the first time we had actually it was a moon landing. I remember Armstrong, small step for man, a big step for mankind, and it certainly was. Gotta drink to that. And what is it now? 50 years, 60 years later that we're doing it again. So I think it's an exciting thing. It's uplifting to a certain degree, and God knows we know a little bit uplifting these days, don't we? So I got some good songs for you to get today. I totally rearranged my playback session. Now I'm using Logic Live to play back my music and control it with a foot switch, so I can extend the solos or whatever I want to do. But I actually found out that there's a limit. 13 hours is the limit. So I have 13 hours of music in this one session. It's all my albums, all my songs amount to about 13 hours with a couple of blank spaces, of course. But and I still found some songs I never had in there that I have never performed, and one of these I'm going to play for you tonight. But before we do that, since I rearranged it, I'm just a little bit worried that some of these things might have shifted around. So some camera switches that I had programmed in earlier might have been might move away or whatever. So let's see what happens today. I hope everything works out and my microphone doesn't cut out and all that kind of stuff. So hey, here we go with a good old favorite, Ready to Play. Well, of course I got to go back to Logic first. Click on that window so the foot switches work and know what I do want to control. Let me see why it's not playing. That's another little thing. I'm getting a random MIDI problem. Technology can be a pain in the butt. This just popped up a few minutes before the show. I tried to solve it. I thought I did, but I guess it didn't. So there might be a couple interruptions on that basis, but I hope not. Let's try see if we can get some playback going now. Goodness. And then just doesn't want to play. Oh, this thing comes up again. Don't you believe it? Here we go. Finally we got some music. Coming up anytime now. Ready to play. So that was the title track of the album from 2007. It's been a while. Can't believe it's almost 20 years. Ridiculous. And as you see, what I do in the show is I cut in some live video, like you saw Oliver's guitar, Oliver's percussion solo in the middle. That's from a live show at Catalina, the festival in Catalina, when we played there. And all this stuff has to be basically put into the session. And sometimes it gives me, there's so much stuff. It's a very complex, big, I call it a session. It's basically a software program that plays back the music and controls the streaming, controls the cameras, controls different video clips and images and all that kind of stuff. Some things work, some things don't work. For instance, I was able to turn off this little score thing there on the bottom there, and it doesn't react. So I have to figure out. It worked last week. After the show, I put that in and said, oh, this is cool. I can maybe in some songs show what the chords are and then turn it off when I don't need it. And for some reason, it doesn't let me turn it off right now. But hey, no harm done. Actually, in the next song, we might have some chords. This is the song I was talking about. I have never performed for you guys. And it's a track from the Alley Cat CD. It's called Everything. It was originally a vocal song I wrote with my friend Catherine Bostic. She wrote the lyrics for it. I wrote the music. And so I put an instrumental version with some background vocals on the Alley Cat CD. It was originally played all with acoustic guitar. And yeah, it has a nice little R&B, homey vibes to it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I never played this song, so there'll be a first this week. I hope you can enjoy this one. So let's hope this works. Again, do we have? Yeah, we got another error message here on the screen. God, this is going to haunt me this week all the time. I don't know what it is. I have to figure that out. By next week, I have it solved. It's when you rearrange, I reorganized the whole session because I had a hard time finding songs. 13 hours of music, finding a specific song took so long. So now I restructured it so all the songs from one album are in one area. And with that moving around, some things got freaked out, I guess. So I have to go over that, and that just takes a long time, but such a long, big session. So let's get on with it. Everything. From Alley Cat.
Here we go.
Sorry about the abrupt ending. It happened again. This thing did interrupt me, and when I wanted to solve the issue, it did this to me. I hate that. And I really apologize. It's just one of these things. When it happens just 5 minutes before the show and I don't have time to troubleshoot it, then, God, then that's just nothing I can do about it but live with it. So hopefully it won't be too disrupted over the long time and I get through these other songs. But hey, we have all had our shares of mishaps in this show, since I'm in front and behind the camera at the same time, and that can be very challenging sometimes. Cheers to that, guys. Thanks for hanging there with me. Yeah, Easter's coming up. We just had Passover. Happy Passover, happy Easter to everybody. Yeah, I hope you guys had some time celebrate with family. That's always the best. That's the best part of our holidays, isn't it? What do I have lined up for you guys next? Oh yeah, this is the song. Man, everything, there's like the gremlins in this session today. I gotta get back there. It lined up the wrong song for me, and I had it all ready, and then sometimes happens. Oh, the song. Okay, something changed there. So, because I played Call of the Silence for you. There we go. This is what I want to play for you. I programmed the wrong number of the song for some reason. And hey, today we're going to live with all the little mishaps. But we get through this. This is a track called California. I don't know, something really crazy could happen. All right, guys, this is messed up. I don't want to deal with this. I'm going to play you guys a video and fix it in the background while you guys enjoy this little video here. Excuse me, guys. Didn't mean to do that. It was supposed to do it in the background, but I think I fixed it. That was kind of... I'm having issues with my mouse. My mouse keeps disappearing on me. So bear with me 1 second. Here, come up. Excuse me for showing you my back, but I'm back, and I apologize this was ended so abruptly. It was supposed to be a lot more smoother than that. God. So, let's see what else can go wrong. It's one of these days today. You know, we had sessions before that where everything kind of goes haywire, and one of the issues I'm fighting is constant that my mouse cursor is disappearing. So when I want to click on something, it's just not there. I hope this will work better. As I said, California is what I was going to play for you guys. Same issue again. Man, God, Nils. All right. Gotten through this. Yeah, California was a cool vibe, was a great video. And I'm a little bit pissed that my session got so messed up because I started the day at 1, so I spent about 5 hours getting ready for today, taking the new song, putting a new song, and it takes a while. Program the camera angles for it, that it works, that the music, that the markers, me relearning the song, all that kind of stuff. And then something must have happened because all of a sudden everything I programmed is off. And I kind of I noticed at the very end, just 5 minutes before we started, certain things didn't work, and I tried to shift it back. And as I said, it's 13 hours of music. If there's a mistake somewhere else, it kind of ripples through the whole 13 hours. So certain things going. For instance, now it's going to the wrong marker, and it's supposed to stop at the end of the song and line up the next tune, and it didn't do that. So I don't know why, but I manually, hopefully, know where the song is at now that I'm better organized. And yes, I can find it easily this way. That's why I did all this reorganization. Now, this next song is also very, very scary for me to play. I played it. It's one of my favorites, one of my standards. I have it in many of my shows. It's a cover. But the last couple of times I played this on Facebook, it got flagged for copyright issues, even though it's my version of the song. But Facebook stopped the stream halfway through. I hope this is not going to happen here on YouTube. So I'm going to dare play the song again. And I'm also going to play it with a little electronic intro. We played, Clydie and Oliver and me went to Berlin and played this like, it was 10 years ago or something, and performed this in one of these Berlin clubs. And I thought, since they all were in this the techno and dance and electronic sounds, I got to create a little atmospheric intro. And that I thought was really cool. So you see that at the beginning from the song, and then of course you guys are going to recognize the song because it's an all-time favorite. So I don't even have to introduce the name, but enjoy this. It's not going to stop when I do this now. Here we go. Well, I got through it. It is disappointing for me that I spent that much time and then still had technical glitches. Something must have happened just before, maybe when I saved something got moved and shifted. And I'm going to have to work. I have a little bit more time now than the record is delivered. So I have to go through the whole 13 hours and make sure everything is correct for next week. So I don't have to deal with this stuff. It takes me out of performing, but it's also a good exercise that you don't let things throw you off, because life, this can happen too. Something is weird, but you gotta keep playing. There's the show must go on, as to say. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Have more stuff coming up next week. I want to talk a little bit about the new record, but first I got to get this session all straightened out. That's going to be my main job this week. Besides doing my taxes, which we have to do, all of us. It's tax day is coming up really close. And then, and then after that, we're really going to start talking about the new album quite a bit. But I have to create all the media for it and all that. It's going to take me a minute. But I'm excited. It's a new era, a whole new project. This is going to be 14 songs on the new album. And as I said, it's going to be called Chill It. I can tell you that much. And I will tell you about the first single next week, which is going to go to radio on the 20th. We're going to go for ads on the 20th. Until then, please, again, just if you're in the LA area, come and support us at the View Bar in Torrance on May 15th. It's a Friday night. It's going to be a great show. It's really myself, Paula Atherton, and Johnny Britt, 3 great performances in one night. So I hope you guys come down when you can and enjoy this show. Tell some friends about it, and tune in next week again at the same time. If you have any requests, please email me, nils@nilsmusic.com. And until then, I'll see you, okay? Happy Easter, everybody. Cheers.